singing. Where was the joy at then? In the furtherance. That's where the joy comes from. I'm pleasing the Most High. I'm planting, I'm watering, right? That's where the joy, to look at that new brother's and sister's face, to help you through a battle, through a fight, to give you counsel, to change your environment in your house, to see you being a better father, a better brother, right? That's the joy. We have joy in that. Philippians 2:17, real quick.
Philippians chapter 2, verse 17.
Give me Psalms 126. Read.
Yea, and if I be offered upon the sacrifice.
Listen. Check this out. And this goes with one of your scriptures earlier, the sweet savor, or our dedication, our sacrifice, right? And if I be offered on the sacrifice, remember, this ain't Christ. This is who? Paul talking. He's a man. He followed Yahushua. He tried to live just like Yahushua. It's obtainable, this mind, this love, this dedication, right? Read.
Yea, and if I be offered upon the sacrifice,
right,
and service of your faith.
Go ahead.
I joy.
I do what?
I joy.
I do what?
I joy.
I think it might be up front because it's got batteries. He said, I joy. How many of us can say that? I'm having joy. I'm at your service. Right?
God.
Because I'm offered up on the sacrifice for you. Brother, Israel don't think like that. They ain't thinking like that. They're thinking what? I'm doing it. They're almost only worried about themselves. Yes, you're fighting your own battle. But where does your mind have to be geared towards? The Father, right? And your nation, your brother. Y'all see this? Did y'all? I don't think y'all getting this though. Y'all not seeing how deep this is. Like, think about what he's saying. This is a man. This is a man in the spirit of the Most High showing us the logic that Yahushua had. This is Yahushua's mind. Go ahead, read it again.
Yea, and if I be offered upon the sacrifice and service of your faith.
Read.
I joy.
I what?
I joy.
I what?
I joy.
I joy to be at your service. Because I know this pleases the Father. The Most High is going to, it's about keeping that joy. How do I keep this joy, man, doing it for Israel and not letting it become bitter? Right? Go ahead.
And rejoice.
And what?
And rejoice.
Go ahead.
With you all.
How do I be rejoicing in this spirit? That's a powerful mind, man. Powerful mind, ain't it? It's a level brothers got to get to. Right now, certain of y'all just still on what? I got to get me right now. Like, how could I have any, I'm not even focused on no brother. Like, think about that. How many of y'all can say, right now, I'm focused on me? Right? You're like, I can't, but that mind will transcend to realizing, okay, I got to get this together so I can be a service for the body. It ain't going to be like, you know what, forever learning. I'm always in kindergarten. I'm going to stay in kindergarten. Now, 6 years down the road, what grade you in? Well, I'm still at the same place. I'm still working on me. Well, damn, where's the growth and the love to be able to say, no, I got to fight for me and the nation and the body. Right?
At the same time.
Right, at the same time. Go ahead.
That was it.
Verse 18.
Verse 18. For the same cause also do ye joy.
Right, see, listen to what he said. For the same cause you join. You're supposed to be joining for the same reason. Right? You're supposed to be rejoicing for the same reason. So, once again, how do we keep that joy? It got to be about each other. Right? It got to be about the work of the Most High. You're doing this for the nation and rejoicing in that. Night and day, right? Go ahead.
For the same cause also do ye joy and rejoice with me.
Right. Go to Psalms 126 and 5.
Psalm chapter 126, verse 5.
Uh-huh.
They that sow in tears shall reap in joy.
And that's what you got to remember. Right? You got to remember what? We know it's hard now, sis. It's a battle. It's a trial. It's tribulation. But you're crying now, but you're going to laugh later. So keep fighting. Understand why you got to go through the trial. This trial is for the sake of the body. But take joy in it. Y'all get this? Psalms 13 and 5. Read that.
Psalms chapter 13 and verse 5.
Uh-huh.
But I have trusted in thy mercy.
Read.
My heart shall rejoice in thy salvation.
That's what you gotta remind yourself to have joy in. I'm rejoicing in the salvation. I'm trusting in the mercy. I can't forget the mercy and grace that the Father gave me. I can't forget. I owe.
That's right.
And the grace, what? Pushes me, propels me to keep doing for each other, for the nation. See, Psalm 61 and 10. Psalm 61 and 10.
Psalm chapter 61, verse 10.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Isaiah 61. Pardon me.
Isaiah chapter 61, verse 10.
Go ahead.
I will greatly rejoice in the Most High.
Uh-huh.
My soul shall be joyful in my power.
Right.
For he hath clothed me with the garments of salvation.
Right.
He hath covered me with the robe of righteousness.
Right, and this is what we got to remember. I was taken from nothing, and the Most High is giving me so much. He's changed me so much. I was in the dirt, in the mire. Right. Why am I sad? Oh, there's worse than this. And then if you say, well, actually I wasn't in the dirt. I was doing good. I was doing fine. Oh, wretched man that I am. Really, come on now. What were you really doing? Crying yourself to sleep? Huh? R&B's to sleep? R. Kelly to sleep? Huh? Coke to sleep? Drugs to sleep? Huh? Orgies to sleep? Anything, any filth you can get in to fulfill the lust of the flesh. We got to remember, Yahweh Shai has clothed us with righteousness. He's decking you out. Go ahead.
He hath covered me with a robe of righteousness, as a bridegroom decketh himself with ornament.
Right.
And as a bride adorneth herself with her jewels. Yeah,
you forget what the Most High has done for you. You shining now. Right? You're shining at a whole nother level. This is why we continually rejoice. I don't got nothing to be sad about. Nothing. Everything I'm doing is towards the Most High, and more trying to prove my love towards you. That's how I gotta be. I'm gotta constantly prove that my motivation is love towards you, not I just want to blaze you, rip through you, and make you feel bad. That's what we gotta always be proving to you. You see that? So you can understand, wait a minute, it's sincere, it's real. You see that? What about you? What about your joy? What are you proving? Y'all get this? Go to Philippians 2. Philippians 2 and 2.
Philippians chapter 2, verse 2.
Uh-huh.
Fulfill ye my joy.
So you got to do what?
Fulfill ye my joy.
Well, this is what Yahweh Shai's joy was also. Go ahead.
That ye be like-minded.
That we be what?
Like-minded.
Like what mind? What mind do we got to be in? Why are we here? Why we're doing it? It got to be with love. It got to be willingly. I got to be in that mind. I'm doing it for the body. I'm doing it for the nation. Whatever I do. If it's a dang cup of water, I'm going to give it with love and willingness. Right? Fulfill you my joy. Go ahead.
That ye be like-minded.
Go ahead.
Having the same love.
Go ahead. Being of one accord, one mind. And that brings what? The unity.
Right.
You see that? Then we be what? Joined in the same mind and same judgment. And if everybody's doing it out of love, then everybody's rejoicing with each other. That's why when we get to the feast, it can be pure. It be real. Huh? But you see the awkward ones. You see the ones that hasn't joined in the love. That hasn't joined in it because they're minding in what? The labor. So you almost feel like you're different. You're not. You just got to come on in. You got to come on in and dedicate yourself because a brother's born through adversity. Right? You know that brother and sister by not them just talking about it, but what? Doing it. Acting on it. So we got more, but it's going to go over. Y'all got any questions on that? Let me ask this. Did I get my point across? What was the point? L'Oreal.
That you have to have the full willingness and understand what you're doing the works for,
Mm-hmm.
not for man. And like I think I shared with Chaazaqya, actions performed without love account for nothing.
Uh-huh.
So
Actions performed without love account for nothing.
So if you're not doing it with love,
It's nothing.
your stuff is worth nothing.
Right.
It has no value.
It has no value. Exactly. Right? And what? You want to say something? There's a hand raised? Go ahead. What you got to say, young man?
Just have joy and not be like the Debbie Downer, as they say.
Yeah.
Like,
Not the Debbie Downer. Well, how though?
like to be in the same mind, like one body, one.
Right? You're right. But you got to know why you're doing what you're doing. You got to know why you're doing what you're doing, or else when you're not in that mind, you're like oblivious to why things go and why things have to be done. So everybody got to be understanding what they're giving to the Most High and why. That is not to man. Then you will have joy in what you're doing. So you're good. You're right along the path, though. What's up, Ariak?
It's about, another angle of looking at it is about you're meditating on what you've done,
Uh-huh.
and then in meditating on the work you've done, how to increase in that by like, okay, I did this, let me try to do this. So you, in a sense, you're kind of making an itinerary for the next day on what you want to increase in more.
Okay, so you're speaking from a daily challenge of oneself.
Right, because where there's no goal, the people perish. Where there's no vision, the people perish.
Right.
So if I'm taking joy in giving a cup of water today, right, but then tomorrow I might see if he wants some icing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right,
Let me
exactly.
get these brothers and these kids.
Taking it step by step.
Yeah,
And that's all. I'm glad you brought that out. That's all the scriptures say. Like nobody's telling you to walk in the door and walk right up to the cross and get nailed to the cross. Nobody's doing that. The scriptures start out with what? The smallest thing. Right? And not even the cup of water. How about diligence? Being on time. Right? Talking, communicating. Right? Just those things. Because really, when they come in the door, we ain't saying, okay, we got to see your sincerity. Could you grab me that cup of water? We're not doing that. We're looking at their sincerity by what? Them coming in and dedicating themselves just to showing up, talking, communicating. That's the first step, right? We can get to that cup of water way down the road, right? What?
And I think also a thing that could keep people motivated is doing a retrospect of their day before on how they can do better the next day to keep that spiritual motivation.
That's a person that got to be highly aware of what's going on in their life. A person's not going to sit down and meditate on their day and what they've done if they're not aware of what their life's about. And it's a high level. It sounds easy. It sounds easy, but it's easier said than done. Right? But yeah, you're right. A person got to do what? Examine their day and be able to say, what did I do for the Most High today? What did I do in the spirit today? Okay, I'm dealing with my battle today. Okay, did I beat that today? You see that? All those things, right? So, anything else? Yeah.
There's a comment to your question.
What's that?
We need to enjoy what we as a body are trying to do here. We are all striving to get to the kingdom, and we need each other on some level to keep us moving forward and getting to that goal.
Right. Amen. Amen. Is that Kaya? Yeah. I mean, that's correct. You know what I mean? Why do I keep beating this in your head about willingness? And I mean, in a lot of what we go over. Because I've been in the truth long enough to know when you feel like you're being puppeted, you don't last anyway. Well, why do you feel like you're being puppeted? Because you don't understand what you're dealing with. So you got to be clear on what you're doing and why you're doing it. And then the freedom comes of, oh, okay, now I see this was shown to me. This needs to happen. This is not some man's agenda. Let me do the will of the Most High. Then you get free. But when you feel like you're bound to an idea that is man's, you what? You eventually be like, I don't believe in that. You see? So you got to really understand what you're dealing with. We push it all the time. Ask questions. You know what I mean? Know why. Now, when we tell you and you don't want to listen, that's a whole other thing. What?
But not only do you have to understand,
Yeah.
it's just like a crackhead will understand that crack is killing me, but they don't see the value of putting that crack down.
Right.
So we got to understand, like, there's a value in the life that we live and the opportunity at the Most High
Sure.
gives us by, being in the body and serving each other. And it's not for the men because men come and go.
Right.
Even my short time here, I remember my first Passover, there's a ton of brothers who's not here.
Right.
So if I was here for a brother, for that particular brother, then
Right.
what's going to keep me here? It's got to be other reasons, which should be the Father.
Right. And I'm glad you said that. That was 1 year. I'm going to say it again. Imagine 30 years. People you love, people you admire, people that you think are like they get it, they don't. A lot of people don't come in really understanding what they're dealing with. You see that? And that's what with the classes I'm touching on, I'm trying to really get you to dig in for Yahweh. Because then man you will see that the ministry's towards man. You see that? But if you dig in towards man is going to fail you. Right? Yeah. So, anything else? Good. I know y'all are definitely paying attention. Is that it? Okay, any announcements, anything, sisters, we gotta make? I know Sabbath meal is coming back this Sabbath. Okay, good. Definitely need that because the chicken next door, I don't need the runs no more. Hey, listen, I take a meal from any sister. It's not the chicken. I just got weak bowels. All right, any other announcements? Any situations? Any grievances, gripes, issues? Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, but you know what you got to do? Just keep communicating then. You know what I mean? Remember, and know what you're getting involved with out there in the world because it can pull you and distract you and deter your mind. So that if you're communicating with sisters, communicate with Chaazaqya, communicate with Shalamai, at least talk, communicate, get these things out of your head because your battle's there. You know what I mean? It's going to be there. But, because remember, the same thing I was talking to Sean about is look, our job is to pull you and to show you the direction that you need to go. You know what I mean? So you'll get that pull and reminder what the scriptures are saying. So the world's going to put you to. So you got to learn how to keep attachment and keep your mind in the right place and your spirit in the right place. But a lot of people got sick just recently. It was like everybody went back to school. I was going to say it was the Passover, but nah. It was like everybody went back to school and all the kids just got sick. So, yeah. Our prayers been going up for everybody, all right? What else? That's it? Okay, what's up?
Might talk to you after class.
Yes, sir. Let's salute them online. Say shalom, y'all.
Shalom.
Shabbat shalom. We will see y'all in the Sabbath morning class.
Chilling up in the kingdom, chilling with Yahweh Shai and all the brothers and the sisters.